and precision. From that very first hammer strike to the final touch of paint, our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling, it's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back, we elevate every space.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on, Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day.
There you get your first look inside of Flasher High School. The PSP Network has taken the show on the road, folks. About 45 miles southwest of the city of Mandan. Flasher, the home team tonight, the Bulldogs. We're in Bulldog country for a Class B Division basketball game tonight, featuring the Washburn Cardinals. Nice 10-4 record for Josh Sharp's team, and they'll square off against the homestanding Flasher Bulldogs at 8-6. Again, basketball fans, alongside Cole Higlin, Todd Domres, welcoming you to our friendly confines and our PSP Network broadcast booth. I tell you what, man, we come to these Division B schools. I have to train myself to not say Class B anymore. It's Division B, Cole. It's Division B. It's Division B. And when we come to towns like Flasher, they roll out the red carpet. So first of all, thanks to Brian Newsma. Thanks for the team here at Flasher for allowing us into their gymnasium and letting us bring this basketball contest to you. It's always fun to come to these towns.
Well, I'm standing in the concession line. I had more parents thanking us for coming down here and giving their kids an opportunity to be on PSP, and how all their family all over the United States are watching it from vacation homes, I'm sure, in warm weather, even though we've been pretty fortunate. So, yeah, it was – you walk in the door, they're like thanking you and giving you free food at the concession stand. How was that Scotcheroo, by the way?
Yeah, Scotcheroo was good. Scotcheroo was very good. As we're in Flasher, North Dakota tonight, the PSP Network team has come on the road and come southwest of Mandan. The Washburn Cardinals 10-4, Flasher 8-6. Hey, they roll out the red carpet, and we're pleased to be here. It's our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. 15-minute oil changes at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. They take care of you. And their locations in Minot and Bismarck. You can find them online at VIOC.com. All right, Cole. Well, we're going to get to much more of the particulars here. But first, we're going to jump right into it as you got the most recent Class B boys basketball poll, as a couple teams from Region 3 represented here, as Bowman County, number 1. And then number 5, Gleno and Hebron. Wilton Wing is a Region 5 team, as a Region 3 team, I beg your pardon. And then also Garrison receiving votes in this most recent Class B boys basketball poll. So I tell you what, we start getting and looking ahead here, folks, to we couldn't be happier to bring you the Region 3 basketball tournament and then the play-in games as well that'll be up at Four Bears. Region 3 will be at St. Mary's, and all those teams we just talked about, Bowman County, Gleno and Hebron, Washburn, Flasher, Garrison, and Wilton Wing. Those teams will be vying for a title along with other teams as well. There'll be an 8-team field, and that one will be excellent. You can watch it live right here on the PSP Network. All right, we'll take a short timeout, and we'll dig into more of the matchup. When we come back, we'll take a look at the District 5 Region 3 standings, the District 6 Region 3 standings. We'll get into the matchup as the Washburn Cardinals come to town to try to win here on the home court of the Flasher Bulldogs. More of our pregame after this timeout on the PSP Network.
When it comes to your car, you need someone you can trust. Someone who cares about your safety, your budget, and your peace of mind. At Trusted Tire and Auto, trust is more than just a word. It's at the heart of everything we do. We're a local business owned and operated by people who live and work in this community. And we believe that by building relationships based on trust and care, we can make our community a better place to live and drive. Trusted Tire and Auto, where trust, care, and community meet on the road.
When it's time to choose your team, you want to pick the best.
I pick Carson Wentz. I pick Hunter Lipke.
Where'd you come from? I was in football just like you.
Always choose people you know and trust for your team, like your community bankers at First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
There you are in Flasher, North Dakota tonight. Division B boys basketball on the air. Good to have you tuned in. Todd Domres alongside Cole Higlin. Good to have Aaron Wald running the camera and producing for us tonight on the PSP Network. This is our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. They take care of your oil change in about 15 minutes, and you stay in your car for that drive-through oil change. Locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find them online at VIOC.com. Washburn 10-4, Flasher 8-6. And Cole, let's talk first about the Flasher Bulldogs, Region 3, District 5 team. And we got a chance to see them at the Mandan Holiday Tournament. And I know one thing, they are happy to have one Javin Freeze back in the lineup, because it's been a different ball club with and without Javin Freeze.
Well, I think any time of the year you're getting closer to the regional tournaments, it's about ready to say districts, getting used to those old ways. But when they come in here and you get an injury, those teams got to learn to play with each other and kind of have an opportunity to play without your leading scorer and your leading rebounder. He's averaging a double-double, 21 and 10 rebounds a game. So obviously these kids got to learn to adapt, and it's good to kind of get them ready, because when you get into tournament to play, which is coming up in about 4 weeks, they're going to have foul trouble, they're going to have tired legs, and so you got to learn to play without your star. And I think it's given some leadership skills. Coach Newsman before the game, he goes, even though he's out about 2 games, we didn't win, but you know what? We learned a lot about ourselves, and then we can play without him.
Well, and then you know, Grant Haig is a kid that he's a good two-way player for Flasher. Weinberger had a good game in that Mandan Holiday Tournament. You get Kelton Freeze that has made as many threes as anybody on the basketball team for Flasher. So, and then Pine Fleck, I just like this kid. I mean, he brings a little bit of everything, and he's that guy that's going to win the loose ball battle more times than not.
Well, I was talking to his dad. I ran into him in the concession stand, and I had to introduce himself because his relative works for the Park District, and so he's like, yeah, I liked your comment, fear the stash, he says. So yeah, it's good to see these guys. You get kind of build a relationship after you've seen them a few times this year.
I tell you what, Flasher might be our new favorite place to come for the PSP Network. Check that out. I think they got a broadcasting team here at Flasher High School that is mimicking Cole and I and Aaron on the PSP Network. Are you kidding me? That's a first, man. I love it.
So which one are you? You the blonde or the girl in the middle? Aaron, I don't know where you're at.
Hey, kudos. I love it, kids.
I love creativity, right?
Thank you for doing that. That is outstanding. You want to get a student section fired up? Bring that on to the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show right there. There's a look at the Flasher Bulldogs. Let's take a look now at the standings for the Region 3 District 5 teams, as I'll bring those up here right now. And there they are. First off, leading the way, number 1 in undefeated Bowman County. Right behind them, Glenelg and Hebron. Oh, by the way, folks, we've got a high-profile matchup between those two teams coming on the PSP Network on Monday night, February 5th. We will be in Glenelg for that matchup between those two high-powered teams. Flasher checking in at number 3, and then you got Hettinger Scranton, Grant County, Mott Region, New England, Belfield, South Hart Beach, Richardson, Taylor, and Solon rounding out that District 5 standings. So a lot of good teams at the top and a lot of teams battling, trying to get into that Region 3 tournament at St. Mary's. As Flasher 8-6, we mentioned 1-3 without Javin Freeze, 7-3 with them, and so they've enjoyed the luxury of having him back in the lineup now the last 10 ball games for the Flasher Bulldogs. All right, fans, our pregame show rolls on. We'll come back and profile and dig into what makes the Washburn Cardinals tick. That and much more closing into the tip-off here in the starting lineups from Flasher tonight. The Washburn Cardinals in town to take on the Flasher Bulldogs. More of our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show after this timeout on the PSP Network.
When it comes to your car, you need someone you can trust. Someone who cares about your safety, your budget, and your peace of mind. At Trusted Tire and Auto, trust is more than just a word. It's at the heart of everything we do. We're a local business, owned and operated by people who live and work in this community. And we believe that by building relationships based on trust and care, we can make our community a better place to live and drive. Trusted Tire and Auto, where trust, care, and community meet on the road.
When it's time to choose your team, you want to pick the best.
I pick Carson Wentz. I pick Hunter Lipke.
Where'd you come from? I was in football just like you.
Always choose people you know and trust for your team, like your community bankers at First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
For those of you that have been around for a while, you'll recognize this place. Signs from the Flasher Bulldogs up there, the Carson Flasher Wildcats, the barn. The new gym at Flasher has been open for about 6 years. And here's a look inside the old gym, which is now a practice unit here at Flasher High School. Clyde Higlin had a couple games in that baby, and the Flasher Bulldogs, the Carson Flasher Wildcats, that was their home, and that's what a lot of folks remember.
Well, when you walk in this gym, you're like, wow, and it's a little over $3 million you're going to see here in a minute. But I remember officiating behind that grandstand. You had to change with that curtain right there. Then they moved us onto the other side of there where there was kind of a janitor's room, FIAD room, boiler room. So, yeah, what a beautiful facility they got now, which you're going to see here in a moment.
Yeah, here's the new digs, the home of the Bulldogs.
I mean, for a community this size, as we mentioned, what did you say, 250? We Googled the population. It was like a little over 250 people.
In the 2020 census, Flasher was at 217.
217.
Yep.
So a community built a $3 million gym. Kind of shows the commitment to these kids and the youth, and just did a beautiful job. I mean, had an opportunity to kind of walk around, see the locker rooms, concessions, just well laid out.
I like the mezzanine up top. Yeah, where you can kind of just perch yourself up and watch from up top even. Hey fans, it's our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. We know you're busy. When you visit their service center, we don't waste your time or ours. Technicians can typically perform an oil change in 15 minutes or less. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, locations in Minot and Bismarck. You can find them online at VIOC.com. All right, Cole, last segment, we profiled the Flasher Bulldogs. Now let's take a look at the Washburn Cardinals, second-year head coach Josh Sharp. And, man, we got to see a lot of the Washburn Cardinals kind of coming of age last year at the Region 5 tournament. And a lot of those same kids are back. Almost everybody is back. They missed a few pieces in Dylan Eckel and Aiden Barrow, but everybody else that played a lot of minutes is back for the Washburn Cardinals, and it shows the 10-win ball club.
Well, and it's like R3, Ritterraff. You see 3 Ritterraffs on there, a senior, a junior, and a freshman. And I actually went to school with his parents, so it makes me feel really old. But, yeah, Parker Jacobson's kind of that fourth-headed horse of the Mount Rushmore of Washburn basketball team here, where obviously we know Parker from last year. We watched him play against Garrison. He just lit it up from the three-point line. And then you got Alex Ritterraff averaging 19 and putting up about 9.2 rebounds a game, almost a double-double, and just kind of being that physicality. And then his brothers are out there, obviously holding up the defensive end. And then you got Parker Jacobson, as we mentioned. He's shooting 57% from that three-point line. That's astonishing. I don't care what level of basketball you're in. If you're knocking down that, most people can't even shoot that from the free throw line.
I mean, that's some rare air right there. You just do not see people closing in on being close to 60% from beyond the arc. I mean, folks, it's still 19-9. I mean, you got to make shots from way out there to have a percentage like that. So, yeah, Parker Jacobson with a number last year of 101 threes that was, by my records, 5th best all-time in Class A and Class B in a single season. And now this year he's up over 50 again. So, yeah, he's putting up numbers again, averaging over 18 points a game. And then you said, I like Alex Rederath's game. I mean, he is an inside-outside kind of mid-range guy that can really score at kind of all three levels. And Washburn's got a good thing going, and I think they're kind of hitting their stride now with a keynote win recently over the Garrison Troopers. And I'm saying beware the Cardinals as you close in on tournament time.
Well, when you got 4 kids with that much experience, and then you got obviously their 5th starter in Justin Shresky, and overall, I mean, they just got 3 to 4 years of playing experience, playing together. They play summer ball, and it just gives them that opportunity to know their roles. And I think that's kind of the key in the Division B, sorry, not Class B, Division B. But in this Division B, you know, obviously they don't have the numbers and the enrollment like some of the larger schools do, but when they figure out how to play well together and they understand their roles, they're dangerous. And they know who the shooter is, they know who the rebounders are, and get after it, and they make those extra passes.
Now this one should be fun tonight. 2 good quality Region 3 boys basketball teams will do battle tonight. You're going to see 2 of the premier Class B, Division B athletes. You look at the leaders from a year ago, Cole, returning three-point shooters. 101 for Parker Jacobson of Washburn, 78 for Javin Fries. That was the 2 highest totals in North Dakota, and you got them locked and loaded here tonight on the PSP Network. Should be fun. Starting lineups and the national anthem come up next. This puts a conclusion to our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. No appointment needed. Stay in your car for a drive-through oil change. Locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find us online at VIOC.com. Lineups, anthem, and the starting tap come up next on the PSP Network.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
In times of loss, ServPro brings hope. With expertise in Minot and Bismarck, we don't just restore homes, we rebuild lives.
Todd Domres, Cole Higlin, back at Flasher High School. And we're going to honor Americanite with the playing of our national anthem before we get the starting lineups. Now there's your national anthem as we get set now for the starting lineups. First off for the Washburn Cardinals. and their second-year head coach, Josh Sharp. They'll go like this. Ethan Rederath, a 6-foot freshman, is a starting guard. Parker Jacobson joins them to backcourt. He's a 6'1 sophomore. Alex Rederath is one forward, the leading scorer at 19.2 a game. He's a senior. The other forward is Jack Rederath, and he is a junior, stands about 5'7 and 5'9, I beg your pardon. And Justin Shareski is a senior center for the Cardinals. Washburn will start 2 seniors, a junior, a sophomore, and a freshman in that starting 5 again for Josh Sharp, their head coach. Now turn our attention to the starting lineups for the Flasher Bulldogs and their 16th-year head coach, Brian Newsma. Zach Bonagoski is a starting junior guard, stands 6 foot. The other guard is Grant Haig, another 6-foot senior in the backcourt. And number 13, everybody knows him, the 6'2 senior, the returning first-team All-Stater, averaging 23.5 a game. That's Javon Fries. The other forward is Kelton Fries. He's a 6'2 freshman and leads the team in threes at 27, does Kelton Fries. And in the middle is the 5'11 junior Pine Fleck. Flasher will start 2 seniors, 2 juniors, and a 9th grader in that starting 5 again for 16th-year head coach Brian Newsma. All right, we're just about set for basketball. Officials are ready. The Zebras are ready. And good to have you tuned in to the PSP Network tonight. Now we're set for basketball. Bismarck officiating crew, and we are underway. Opening tap controlled by the home team. That's the Flasher Bulldogs in their white uniforms outlined in red and black. Bonagoski bodied into. Now you're going to get Jack Rederath with the man-to-man assignment for Javon Fries tonight. He'll be getting some help, I'm assuming. Straight away, Grant Haig gets a screen from Pine Fleck. Bonagoski on the bounce. Fries has to twist away. Now he drives, floats a shot up, and rims it home.
Javon just makes it look so easy. He's getting double teamed on those ball screens. Kind of gets to the middle of the paint, and they got to find a way to keep him out of that paint here tonight.
Flasher will also come out man-to-man. Jacobson, no post touch. Here goes Alex Rederath. Got a good post game for a 6-footer. That one rims off. Kelton Fries rebounds. Flasher wants to run. Bonagoski attacking the 10. Extra pass. Grant Haig, corner 3 ball. Nope, too strong. Oh, but it rattles in. How about that? Shooter's touch.
Off the rim, top of the backboard and in.
A quick 5-zip start for the Bulldogs. Jacobson off a screen on the wing, still has the bounce, leans in, shoots, contact, no call. Now Rederath will go up. He's short on that shot, and a rebound to Pine Fleck. Here comes the Bulldogs. Flasher running, no good for Fleck, and a hand off of a basketball. Ethan Rederath touches it last, and the ball will belong to Flasher. That's one thing that Flashers always prided themselves on, Cole, is when they get a defensive board, they go.
Yeah, Coach Newsma does a nice job of teaching them how to fill the lanes, get out in traffic, and run when the opportunities are there.
Kelton Fries a little too strong in that turnaround. Offensive rebound and a second chance pulled out of there for Pine Fleck. Good student section tonight for the Flasher Bulldogs as they set the offense. Fries, Bonagoski, extra pass. Kelton Fries, baseline jumper, swish.
Just offensively, they are firing on all cylinders here now. Washburn's just got to settle in here a little bit, not let the crowd take them out of it.
7-0, a touchdown lead. And what are you going to get now? A little shove off?
Ethan Ritterhouse kind of laughing a little bit. Must have lowered his shoulder as the referee explained to Coach Sharp. None of us really saw it. Ethan Ritterhouse.
Yep. I didn't write down who made that 3 for the Bulldogs. It was Grant Haig.
Grant Haig.
Off a curl, Javon Fries floating it up and scoring.
Javon's got a quick 4. We got a quick timeout.
And an early Ryan Family Dealership timeout. Let's see if we can get you an early Ryan Family Dealership replay. Here's Fries coming off that curl, and boy, he can finish with the best of them, folks. Javon Fries with 2 more and a timeout on the floor. 9-zip, Flasher on top. 50, this first quarter action here from Flasher.
Way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Hi, fans. Tonight's game brought to you in part by WRT. Enjoy high-speed action and co-op cash, too, from WRT, your local broadband internet service provider. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by Planet Pizza. No pizza like it. Your mouth and belly will thank you. Call them now at 701-852-1700. Planet Pizza, serving the Magic City for over 25 years. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by Minot State University. Be seen, be heard, be you. Thanks to all those sponsors for allowing us to bring you these basketball games. Flasher, Shareski. Flasher's man-to-man defense. Flasher is Washburn gets a reversal. Now Jacobson attacking, floating up, a shot, and scoring it.
A nice play out of that timeout when there was a 9-0 run. Kind of get a quick bucket there. Parker Jacobson using his athleticism, getting to the paint, taking a little body contact. But did you see that play? It went off the official who was standing on the sideline.
Yeah, I thought it was going to go out of bounds, but hey, the official's part of the court, right?
Yeah, but he was standing out.
Oh, okay. Washburn's got their first two of the contest. Grant Haig sets it on that Bulldog insignia, and he'll start the offense for Flasher. Screen and roll with Javin Freeze. Little hesitation, dribble drive, shot no good. Oh, and a takeaway. Freeze steals it. Ritterath tries to poke check it. Freeze drew some contact, no call. Extra chance, Bonagaski, but that's taken away there by Jack Ritterath.
They're letting him play inside the post there a little bit, as long as we can be consistent for all 4 quarters.
Washburn gets it to Alex Ritterath. Corner jump shot from 15, no good for Ethan Ritterath, and a rebound to Bonagaski. Here comes Flasher. Bulldogs into the front court with 4:25 to play, first quarter. 9-2 your score, Flasher on top. Freeze, check that, that's Haig attacking. Oh, it's Bonagaski. I'll get one of them here. Just name everybody out there, you'll eventually get it right. Floating shot put up there by Javin Freeze, no good. That's good defense by Washburn.
Yeah, just two kind of, unfortunately, not very good offensive sets for Flasher the last 2 trips here. They've gotten in transition where they seem to score their points.
Parker Jacobson got that good little rocker step from the right wing, and he got deep, and he got fouled on the way in there by Grant Haig.
Well, and that's where you want. Grant should have just let him go to the rim. He had rim protection with Javin Freeze waiting for him on the backside. Let him get to that rim. Don't foul.
First sub into the game is Jason Weinberger, a 6'2 sophomore for Flasher. Bulldogs on top, 9-2. Halfway through the first quarter, 3-ball for check that, Ethan Ritterath, no good. Weak side Karam cleared out of there by Flasher. Now you got an open guy. Haig will launch. No, way too strong. Weak side rebound pulled out of there by Alex Ritterath. Jack has it from Ethan. I'm just going to go first names. Screen and roll. Jacobson got it to Shareski, and he wiggled himself out of bounds, and that's a turnover on Washburn.
Yeah, Washburn's just trying to do a clear out, pick and roll, kind of get the people moving, keeping the weak side open. Sometimes you get caught watching a little bit on the defensive side there in those pick and rolls. Just got to make sure that help side's there, but it's a great pass. Just got to catch it and finish.
How do you like the pace so far?
Well, I like this. Flasher, they don't want to get in the half-court offense. They want to get up and down quick just like that.
Bonagaski thought he drew some contact. No call, but then it ricochets off of the Cardinals, and it'll be Flasher basketball triggered into their own hoop, and you get a look at Carter Knutson, the big fella for the Washburn Cardinals, taking his football talents to the University of Jamestown.
And I heard Javin Freeze signed with Dickinson State last week.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple guys going on to play college football in this contest. Javin Freeze. Oh, there's a pass. Shot fake. Oh, just into the game for Flasher was Christian Stewart, and he had his shot blocked. And then Flasher's Zach Bonagaski gets whistled for a personal.
Oh, good hands by Alex Ritterath, kind of coming on that backside and getting the block.
Hey fans, Ryan Family Dealership's been doing it for over 50 years. Shop their entire inventory at driveryan.com or visit their locations in Minot and Williston. Deep three, Jacobson, ring it up.
And he's got all 5 points here for Washburn here. As we know, he is a deadly three-point shooter.
It just looks like it's going in every time that young man shoots. 9-5, Flasher gets a 3-ball. from Bonagaski, no good. Rebound, offensive rebound for Javin Freeze. Grant Haig launches from deep, no good. Quick sideline fast break. Here comes Ethan Rederath. Jacobson thought about a three, and he fumbles it out to Alex Rederath. Back to Jacobson with 2:18 to play, first quarter, and your BNC Bank scoreboard. Flasher on top, 9-5. Little set for Jacobson, driving baseline, leans in, no good. Weak side rebound off the hands of Knutson, and it'll be Bulldog basketball.
I like that substitution that Sharp did, is putting in Knutson. Just kind of put some physicality in there, kind of create some space, move people around.
Josh Lanning into the game, the freshman.
Now I know
for Washburn.
If Chuck would be here tonight, he'd be so happy with Knutson in there, clearing out space. No foul. I love listening to him when I'm not doing this, and you hear him like, oh, he loves the football players.
Yeah, when Chuck's playing, that's no autopsy, no foul. Oh, there's a back screen. Nice play.
Nice pass, nice screen. That's where sometimes you just don't know who gets the credit, right? Unless the guy that set that back screen.
Bonagaski on the fun side. Parker Jacobson from 22 feet, and he got ran into there by Javin Freeze, hit him on the side of the face.
It's Javin's first.
And to the Serve Pro free throw line will go Parker Jacobson. He'll be shooting the trifecta. Serve Pro's got 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro.
Parker's an 83% free throw shooter.
Yeah, when a guy's shooting 57% from three-point land, you figure he's going to be a pretty good free throw shooter.
You know, but I've seen guys that just can't step in that close. They're just better from long range, as we just jinxed him.
Yep. Well, maybe you should step back to 19-9.
2 feet behind the free throw line.
Be like when they changed that rule one year in City League where you could make those for 2. I was like, man, this is easy. Next one is good as Jacobson gets 2 of 3 from the Serve Pro free throw line. Nice little answer here for Washburn as they were down 9-zip.
And Jacobson's got all 7 points here for Washburn.
11-7, Flasher on top by 4. Pine Fleck, they let him clear out on top. Leaves it for Weinberger. Pull up, right elbow jumper, nicely done.
Well, and I watched Weinberger in that JV game a little bit. Just played with some confidence out there. And I mean, obviously getting some playing time is always crucial on varsity, but getting minutes on JV is also important for your development.
Step back, Jacobson is feeling it.
13 Flasher, Jacobson 9.
Bonagaski might have got away with a shuffle of puppies as Washburn's digging in the defensive end. Weinberger gets it to Freeze. He throws one up from way downtown. He hit that one from pretty close to the South Dakota border.
And we were just bragging up Jacobson, and don't forget about me, he says, I can shoot too.
Handoff to Alex Rederath, slithers through the defense, and he draws some contact. And he'll shoot 2. Whistle's going to go against Christian Stewart. And to the Serve Pro free throw line will go Alex Rederath. As you previewed in the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show, this guy is averaging about a double-double. 19.2 points a game, 9.2 rebounds. Gets you 5 assists a night as well, so that's a stat sheet stuffer for the Cardinals.
Yeah, and he's shooting at 86% from the free throw line, so a really good shooting team here for Washburn from that free throw line.
And the broadcaster jinx in full effect once again. I think it was the Flasher student section that was the broadcasting jinx that time. It wasn't us. As Alex Rederath gets 1 of 2, makes it 16-10. I want to take away 6-point lead for Flasher, but not for long as you get a driving layup. Oh, no good.
Oh.
But a putback is in for Flasher.
Yeah, good putback by Alex Rederath to follow the play.
And he said, hey, Jack, if you can't finish that one, I'll just come mop this up.
We'll talk about that over supper tomorrow.
4-point lead for Flasher. Weinberger down to 6, down to 5. They got to hurry. Down to 4. Javin Freeze knows it, but that shot is wide left. And that's the way the first quarter will go into the books. Fast-paced Division B boys basketball action on the PSP Network. End to 1 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. It's Flasher 16, Washburn 12 on the PSP Network.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Drop it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Well, they just had the PSP chant going. I love it. We'll get that on the air here in a second. Flasher leads 16-12, starting the second quarter of play. Thanks to BNC Bank for bringing you our scoreboard tonight. They make managing money easy. Locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Good hands there by Jack Rederath. Tips it out of bounds into that aforementioned.
And we had to remember myself is after each quarter now, it resets the foul. So like when it gets to 5, you get the double bonus, but then each quarter it does reset. So it's definitely interesting this year.
Well, now Flasher, a couple guys getting denied as they are down to 10 to shoot. Now down to 7 to shoot. Weinberger, Bonagowski from outside the volleyball line. That's no good. Kelton Freeze tried to save it, but it goes to Alex Rederath. Lanning, check that, that's Jack Rederath. And then Parker Jacobson got bodied up a bit there by Grant Haig.
I think it's Zach Bonagowski.
All right, check that, Bonagowski, yep.
Yep, that's his second.
Bonagowski picks up his second personal. Coach Sharp yells out, let's go double. Coach Newsma says, hey, there's some illegal screens out there. Alex Rederath stepped through, short on the shot, went up and got a rebound. Oh, return to sender. Weinberger got a piece of it. And reset the shot clock as that first shot for Alex Rederath.
Alex is trying to rush in here a little bit, trying to force it, take his time. He's a great scorer, averaging 18 a game as we mentioned, and just got to take his time on these shots.
Extra pass, Alex Rederath finds Jack Rederath. His corner 3 ball rims off. Back comes Kelton Freeze, sideline fast break for the Bulldogs. Oh, and he shuffled the puppies.
You know, I look out there and I just see 3 guys with mustaches on Flasher. And we always tease about Pine Fleck with his stash, but now they got a few other guys trying to grow them. Kind of jealous. Could you grow a mustache when you were a junior or senior in high school?
I was getting close, but I don't know if it was quite ready. Bulldogs by 4. Jacobson going to work on the wing. Fires a shot up off the window, no good. Extra chance, no. As Shareski couldn't corral it, Flasher has it. Javin Freeze slipping through the defense. Leaves it for Pine Fleck. Tough contested shot, no good. Rebound tip to Alex Rederath. Throws up ahead to Ethan Rederath. Oh, return to sender. His shot blocked by Javin Freeze, and now you're going to get a reach-in foul on Washburn.
Wow, and that's just good help side defense as Rederath got to the rim, had to kind of move around the air and avoid that block, and Javin Freeze just came from behind and sent it.
See if we can get a Ryan Family Dealership replay of this goal. Is in transition. You get the opportunity here for Washburn. It looked like it was going to be an easy basket, and then here comes the eraser. Javin Freeze fly swats that out of there.
And now it's Ethan Rederath's second foul here this first half.
Freeze fading from the right side, no good. Rebound Alex Rederath. Gets it off to Jack, back to Alex. Bulldogs by 4. 16-12 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Flasher on top, 5:30 to play first half. Stay tuned, our Magic Towing halftime report comes up next. Shareski thought about it. And Alex Rederath, they say that went off of Alex's foot, but I think it actually went off of Weinberger's.
That's what Coach Sharp's trying to say too. I think Shareski just got to take that shot top the key. It might not be his repertoire or his forte as far as his strength on the court, but when he's standing at the top of the key and they're 6-8 feet off him, he's either got to dribble up to that free throw line and knock down the mid-range shot, but they're backing off him now, allowing double team and other players.
Flasher still by 4. You get a post up for Fleck. Tries to drop a pass to Weinberger, and we can tell you as that goes out of bounds. Tonight's game brought to you by Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Find them online at rogerwardmovingandstorage.com. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by the UPS store in Minot, located on the Marketplace Foods Plaza on the South Broadway. They're there for all your packing and shipping needs. Fleck couldn't finish it. Oh, nice play by Alex Rederath. Slamming on the brakes. Nice shot for Jack Rederath.
Nice pass by Alex to Jack, and just good teamwork there, and great bucket, and that's the first one here for this second quarter.
Alex Rederath, the all-region QB. Good recognition there to get his brother for a layup. Kelton Freeze, hello.
You know what I've noticed here with Flasher since the holiday tournament we had them is that they play with a lot more confidence, and they all are looking to shoot. You know, earlier on in the year, they were kind of looking for Javin, and now this time it seems like all 5 players are trying to score.
Washburn gets a reversal. A tough contested shot there for Jack Rederath, and he drew some contact there from the Bulldogs. Pine Fleck going to be whistled for that personal.
Well, and sometimes the jump shots aren't falling for you. You got to start getting to the rim and then hopefully get to that free throw line, kind of take the lid off. We had that on Tuesday night at the Legacy Bismarck game. Just struggled a little bit with the shooting percentage out there.
And Jack Rederath calmly buries that Serve Pro free throw toss. Fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro. Jack Rederath, the junior, sets the second. Got them both.
He's got 4 all in the in the second quarter. Parker Jacobson and Alex Rederath were the only ones that scored in that first quarter, and now we got Jack Rederath lighting it up here for the second so far.
Tonight's game also brought to you in part by Prestwich Orthodontics, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. And now you get a little trailing the screen there for Lanning, and he picks up the personal foul. Does Joshua?
Yeah, they're bodying up Javin Freeze when he comes off screen. Sometimes you go below the screen. He's always going to settle for the three-pointer, so they're trailing him over the top of the screen, not going to give him the three, forcing him to get to the rim.
Haig will trigger it in. Freeze wants it. Right on line from our vantage point, no good. Now you're going to get a rebound as I think somebody for Washburn dislodged.
Looks like Jack Rederath, I think, is who the foul's on there.
Yep.
Javin let that go and started running back on defense. He thought he had made it.
It looked good from our vantage point. It's a physical game right now. Freeze wants to lean in against Carter Knutson, and Javin Freeze is going to shoot the first couple free throws of the night for Flasher.
And that's what a senior in Javin Freeze sees, is obviously he had a mismatch offensively with Carter Knutson. Doesn't have the foot speed to stay with him, kind of just put it on the floor instead of settling for a jump shot. So that was good heads-up play, getting the free throw line, got a foul, getting closer to the bonus, and hopefully knock down both.
And Javin Freeze from the Serve Pro free throw line knocks that one down, makes it 20-16 in favor of Flasher here. 4:05 to play first half on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Freeze cans them both.
I asked him in the hallway when we kind of were between JV and varsity, and I said, hey, congratulations on signing. I said, do you have any inclination of even playing basketball? He said, no, football's my game. Football's my sport.
He's joining his older brother, Jace, at Dickinson State University. It's a good sign there for Pete Stanton and the Blue Hawks, as, boy, Parker Jacobson is just filling it up.
Yeah, he's kind of got a full repertoire of mid-range jumper off of 1 foot, 3-pointers.
He has really developed his off-the-bounce game from a year ago. He was primarily just a deep shooter last year, and now he's getting it done in a lot of different ways. 3-point lead for Flasher. Christian Stewart, handoff. Freeze, jab step, goes around the defense. Sweet delivery.
And I think what you have to understand there was the patience that he had. He kind of could have shot quick, but he got a quick head fake, got the defensive player off his feet.
Oh, there's a dime. Nice pass. Oh, but too strong. Air banked it. Put back good.
Alex Rederath, as I mentioned earlier, averaging 18 a game. Good follow-up in that offensive rebound and powered it up.
Yeah, that's that physicality that Alex Rederath brings.
What is that under his post that just has a little bit of grit to him?
Mm-hmm. Christian Stewart picks up the personal. Alex Rederath can't finish the old-fashioned three-point play. Misfires from the Serve Pro free throw line and makes it 23-20. Bulldogs on top. 3:11 to play first half. Freeze loses his footing. Grant Haig has it. Javin Freeze now way up top. And now you get Javin Freeze off a screen. Deep three, in and out, Heartbreak Hotel.
Yeah, that's a second three that just rattled in and out, just caught it in rhythm.
Parker Jacobson, offensive foul.
I think the officials missed kind of a collision at half court off the ball and then got the right one there on the offensive foul on Parker Jacobson. Good rotation and taking that charge right there in the chest.
Are you saying that was a cosmetic call?
Maybe. They You don't get them wrong. You just get them right later on.
Fans Tonight's game also brought to you in part by Northern Plains Heating and Air. 25 years experience as your heating and air experts. Find them online at northern-plains.com. I'll tell you what, both teams well schooled on the defensive side as they're playing sticky man-to-man defense. We can tell you that tonight's game also brought to you in part by Shields. They bring you the PSP Player of the Week. Go to our social media platforms, nominate a player. Shields of Minot and Bismarck, proud to support PSP's mission of promoting local athletes. 2.5 to play, and there was a zig and a zag, and it wasn't on the same page.
Grant Haig was going backdoor, and unfortunately, they were on the same page as you just mentioned, and obviously they were trying to run a set play, but he knows when you're overplayed, you're supposed to go backdoor when the defense is overplaying you.
A little slip screen from the top, shot in for Shareski.
Oh, just a nice no-look pass by Jack Ritteraff, kind of got the defense off their feet, looking to the baseline and dumped it off in the middle of the paint.
1 point game, Flasher by a single point. And now you're going to get a body foul there. I think that's going against Shareski, yep. And now that'll be the double bonus. 5 team fouls on Washburn here in the second stanza.
To start the second quarter, Washburn's outscored them 10-7 here so far, so that's how they've made up this second quarter.
Jason Weinberger knocks down the first from the Serve Pro free throw line. Second one, got them both. Weinberger 2 for 2.
He's got a quick 5 here in the first half for Mr. Weinberger.
Ethan Ritterath shovels it to Parker Jacobson. Pull up 18-footer, yes.
You know what that reminded me of? A guy named TD. That mid-range pull-up foot on the three-point line. He's kind of got that reputation now where he, before he was a three-point shooter, but now he's getting that mid-range step into the three and not just settling all day.
I think I might have had about 600 more career points if I could have gotten off that line like that. Oh, that's a tough shot. Javin Freeze answering the tough one by Jacobson.
Yeah, going to his left and shooting with his right, kind of fading away. That is a tough fadeaway shot.
Minute 20 to play. Dribble drive for Alex Ritterath, and he got nudged into there by Jason Weinberger.
That was a good clear out there by Washburn. They opened up the baseline, kind of gave a penetration lane, and unfortunately Weinberger just got a little foul.
4 team fouls on Flasher. Next one will be double bonus time for Washburn. Jacobson gets it into Alex Ritterath. Oh, he turns and burns and scores. Nice play, Alex Ritterath.
Yeah, you can tell that was a set play, not out of bounds, kind of a clear out, give him his whole opportunity to go right. Once you get that middle of the paint, there's no help side when you got a clear out.
Been a good contest. Flasher got out strong, but the Cardinals aren't going anywhere tonight. Flasher gets a double screen for Haig. Back to Kelton Freeze, looking for a post up to Weinberger. And now on a pick and pop, they get it to Weinberger, lost the handle. Jacobson has it, weaving through traffic. Parker Jacobson leading the break, goes to the Euro step, left-hand scoop, no good. Rebound into the hands of Washburn. Second chance Cardinals. Tipped up to Alex Ritterath. He wants to drive. He wants to shoot, no good. And Shareski's over the back.
One of those hustle fouls by Shareski, who's just trying to make a great play. Unfortunately, Ritterath's just struggling getting to the rim where they got double teamed every time he puts on the floor. They're sending 2 guys at him. That's Shareski's second foul.
And we're going to walk to the other end, and Pine Fleck will be towing the Serve Pro free throw line. Advanced technology, trained technicians. It's Serve Pro. Do you like the double bonus all the time?
I don't.
Yeah, I wish they'd figure out a way to still shoot a bonus once in a while.
I think it just rewards. I mean, I understand sometimes you want a foul to stop a good play or stop the clock so you get an extra possession, but yeah, I just don't like the double bonus. Just gives them 2 free throws right away. Where a lot of times we've seen kids where they miss that first one. And
Pine Fleck gets 1 of 2. 2-point lead for Flasher. Here comes Alex Ritterath. Gets a screen from Knutson. Ritterath finishes it.
There he kind of jumped off both feet there, kind of balanced himself up, not off balance, jumping off one a few times he's missed.
Well, you got a big screen there from Carter Knutson as well. Kelton Freeze. Grant Haig. And a turnover as they were denying Javin Freeze.
9 on the shot clock. So now you got the question is do you keep your same stars that are in a little bit of foul trouble here? But as he took out Ethan Ritterath, so that was a good call by Sharp.
28-28, down to 5 seconds and a half. Parker Jacobson going to have to force up a shot, and that's blocked by Weinberger. And that's the way the first half will go into the books. A good one brewing from Flasher, North Dakota tonight. Stay tuned. Our Magic Towing halftime report comes up next. Call Magic Towing when you need a tow. Halftime score. Oh, we got the PSP chant going. I love it. We'll get those kids when we come back from the break here. Halftime score on your BNC Bank scoreboard. It's Flasher 28, Washburn 28. Magic Towing halftime report comes up next on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about Magic Towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Back in our Magic Towing halftime report, and there's a look at about 5:15 tonight. Rolling into town was the PSP Network, and we're driving right down Main Street, Flasher.
Look at that traffic jam.
Flasher, we mentioned the population, 217 the last census. Post office has been open since 1903. Main Street, Flasher. I'd like to give you the sights and the sounds of the local places we come to, and the folks in Flasher have rolled out the red carpet for us, and we certainly appreciate it. It's our Magic Towing halftime report. Call Magic Towing when you need a tow. No job too big or too small. It's Magic Towing. Put this phone number in your phone right now. 701-509-4011. It's Magic Towing serving Western North Dakota. All right, Cole, we'll break it down in just a second here, but first let's get to those Magic Towing halftime numbers in the first half as we're tied up here at the break, 28 apiece.
Well, in the first quarter for Washburn, we only had 12 points, only 3 people in the scoring column, but then we kind of picked up the pace here in that second quarter. Parker Jacobson leading Washburn with 13, Alex Ritteraff with 9, Jack Ritteraff with 4, and Justin Shareski with 2 for a total of 28. For the Flasher Bulldogs, Jason Weinberger 4, Zach Bonamkowski with 2, Grant Haig with 3, Javin Fries 13, Pine Fleck 1, and Kelton Fries with 5.
Well, I guess, Cole, what'd you like about that first half? I mean, there's a lot of things to like for both teams. The defensive intensity I thought was good. They've obviously assignment sharp, but man, good offensive play, I think, by Jacobson, Ritteraff, and Javin Fries certainly getting their things done.
Well, I think for Flasher, as we mentioned, they like to get out and run, and they were scoring right away. And then Washburn kind of settled down on the offensive end and took care of the ball. Didn't take such quick shots to get him out on the break for those fast breaks. So they kind of put him on the floor, got to the free throw line a little bit there. Parker Jacobson, we mentioned, he carried him that first half with 13 points, 9 in the first quarter. And just, unfortunately, Javin Fries, as we've said it all year long, matched him with 13. And you kind of could see when Parker scored, he'd score. He hit a 3, I'm going to hit a 3. So it's kind of that one-on-one, mano-a-mano, but there is a game within game within itself. And that's just kind of where I think, unfortunately, it's 28-28 tied. But, I mean, Flasher just seems to have the momentum going right now.
A couple halftime highlights here brought to you by Ryan Family Dealerships. Ryan Dealerships' commitment and respect to their customers is strong today as it was 50 years ago. Experience the difference when you visit one of their 5 locations in Minot and Williston. Shop online at driveryan.com. First highlights, you're going to see the 2 big scorers here for both these teams. There's a deep 3 for Parker Jacobson. Just got a little screen there from Carter Knutson. I checked that it was Alex Ritteraff, and he knocks that down. And then there's a little finish by Javin Fries. I tell you what, the degree of difficulty here, they're on a double stagger screen, and he jabs right, comes left, and this floating shot there, how about that? Tough finish, fading away with the one hand for Javin Fries. There's your halftime highlights, brought to you by Ryan Family Dealerships, Parker Jacobson, Javin Fries getting their things done here in the first half. Timeout upcoming. Magic Towing brings you our halftime reports. Call them when you need a tow. No job too big or too small. Magic Towing. Put this number in your phone right now. 701-509-4011. Magic Towing serving Western North Dakota. Third quarter action comes up next from Flasher. Washburn and Flasher tied up at 20 in your BNC Bank scoreboard at the break.
We've changed our name, but we haven't changed the DNA of who we are. We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
Whether it's getting an education, making priceless memories, learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go, the team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold, trusted for decades and decades to come.
There we are. Todd, Cole, back at Flasher High School tonight. Puts a wrap on our Magic Towing halftime reports. Cole, take us into the locker room, Coach Higlin. What are you talking about if you're the Cardinals or the Bulldogs tonight?
Well, if I'm Flasher, I got to take care of the defensive rebounds. They give up about 5 offensive rebounds to Washburn. Unfortunately, they weren't able to finish. And I think that's the kind of the difference of the game, how Washburn was able to get back, is they got a lot of offensive rebounds. And, Alex Ritteraff's just kind of physicality in there. But then for the Washburn, obviously you got to know where Javin Freeze is. But you got to get back on defense in transition and not give up some easy transition buckets. As you know, Flasher wants to get out and run. They really don't want to run a half-court offense. They want to get out and run and score quickly before that defense gets sets up.
All right, here we go. We're set for second half action from Flasher tonight. Thanks to Magic Towing for bringing you our halftime report. Student section's ready. Zebras are ready. The Cardinals in their Cardinal red are ready. The homestanding Bulldogs in their white unis tonight are ready. Camera operator producer Aaron Wald's ready. Cole Higlin's ready. Todd Domres is ready. Oh, a backdoor lob. Oh, but Ritteraff couldn't finish it.
Oh, nice back screen setup. Kind of lulled him to sleep a little bit there. Had a nice alley-oop and just didn't knock her down. Coaches are giving each other a little heck on that play.
I think both teams ran the same play coming out of halftime.
Well, that's what Sharp said. He goes, I got that from you, Coach Nusma. Didn't coach your team on defense, though.
Ball gets poke-checked out of bounds. Flasher will have Zach Bonagoski triggering it in. Both lineups are the same as Grant Haig, open corner three ball, too strong. Rebound and Karam tapped and cleared by Alex Ritteraff, and he's got a head of steam. Ritteraff picks up the bounce, shovels it out to Ethan Ritteraff. Tries the baseline, no good, nowhere to go. Jack Ritteraff way back up top. Now to Alex. Rejects the screen from Shareski. Reach-in foul is going to be whistled there on Javin Freeze, and Alex Ritteraff right back to the Serve Pro free throw line.
Well, I like how Alex Ritteraff's come out way more aggressive here the second half. First two plays, he's tried to take it to the rim and try to compete and finish. And again, sometimes you don't make the bucket, but you get a foul on Javin Freeze, which I think is another win. And get to the free throw line, knock down that first one.
Serve Pro free throw is down for Alex Ritteraff. That's the first lead of the game, I think, for Washburn.
Yep.
And now they lead by 2 as Alex Ritteraff gets them both. Fouls whistled on Javin Freeze.
I had him down for 2, but the scoreboard only says 1.
I thought it was 2 as well, but we'll get that squared away. Oh, there's a takeaway. Alex Ritteraff, oh, nice pass, leaves it, layup good.
And that's your senior and Alex Ritteraff making the steal and making the extra pass.
Leaves it for Ethan Ritteraff, and now you get Zach Bonagoski shuffling the puppies. And an early Ryan Family Dealership timeout. We'll send you into the break with a look at a Ryan Family Dealership replay as, we got the tail end of that finish there for the fast break. It was Alex Ritteraff getting it to Ethan Ritteraff. Timeout on the floor. Washburn on top, 32-28. Third quarter action continues here on the PSP Network.
Banking is some of the most important things in your life, and banking at the right bank is very important. We're really proud of our bank because we have great people, and our people are what make our bank go. We always want to treat our customers right and do the best job we can for them, and try to do things to help make our communities better.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
(32-28). Washburn leads by 4. Scored all 4 points here of the third quarter. Out of the Brian Newsma timeout. Washburn has it. Jacobson, reversal to Jack Ritteraff. Back to Jacobson. Backs his way in. Double team comes, doesn't matter. He steps around it, shovels it to Alex Ritteraff, and he got fouled from behind as I think Pine Fleck got his hand caught in the cookie jar there. Yep, he did.
Yep, that's Pine's second. But that Jacobson was a little deep there for that internal pass. I'd like to just see him go up and shoot it and hopefully get to the foul. Again, he had 13 in the first half, has been yet to shoot yet here in the second half.
And Alex Ritteraff is getting his groove on here. But this is how he scores. He gets to the line. He can make threes. He's got 17 made threes. He's got a mid-range game.
Well, he just plays a lot of physicality. He kind of brings the offense to the defense. You know, they don't wait.
Knocks down both free throws, does Alex Ritteraff. half-dozen-point lead for the Cardinals. Bonagowski will enter it to Haig on the left wing.
Just look how far out Washburn or Flasher's running their offense. They're way beyond that three-point line running their offense.
Javon Fries comes off a staggered screen. Javon Fries leans in, offensive foul.
The unfortunate part with that is, yes, he got it. He got by his defender, but he felt like he had to just kind of lower his right shoulder, and Jacobs did a nice job of selling it. But he just needs to go up straight. He didn't need to make the contact. He had a wide open layup.
Press Switch Orthodontics brings you tonight's game. Virtual or in-office consultations. Find them online at mynotbraces.com. 3-ball, yep! Ethan Rederath from downtown.
And welcome to the scoring column as his first points here tonight. Good ball movement. Inside-out play by Washburn. Rederath to Rederath.
Washburn has scored 9 straight here to start the third quarter. Bulldogs could use a hoop. Javon Fries tries a deep 3, and he got ran into.
Yeah, we had a collision there, and unfortunately,
well, they're having a conversation about, hey.
Didn't see exactly what happened, but the Coach Sharp saying that when he released it, Fries, he grabbed Ethan Rederath and pulled him down with him. And unfortunately, the official just saw the collision, and he's calling the foul on the ground.
I'm going to say after the shot.
So when you shoot, you are still a shooter until you return back to the ground. So if there's contact when he's still in the air, then he would be going to the free throw line. But since he landed on the ground, they could side out.
Everybody's agitated in here right now.
Yeah. Well, we're about 2 rows away from the coaches, so we are in it.
Weinberger in, turn, shoot, score.
Weinberger, just good patience.
Oh, and a takeaway. Bonagowski with the steal and score.
Just a quick turnaround as we get a quick timeout.
And a Ryan Family Dealership timeout on the court. Sending to the break with a Ryan Family Dealership replay is, you saw the very end of that right there as neat little takeaway by Zach Bonagowski. Score for Flasher and a timeout on the court brought to you by Ryan Family Dealership. 37-32. Washburn on top of Flasher. Third quarter action back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
In times of loss, ServPro brings hope. With expertise in Minot and Bismarck, we don't just restore homes, we rebuild lives.
Todd Domres, Cole Higlin, Aaron Wall back at Flasher. The Bulldogs from Flasher have scored 4 straight, but Washburn leads by 5. 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Jacobson gets a screen, and now Alex Rederath sets an illegal screen.
And again, he gets a little physicality there because he brings the wood to him, so to speak. But I didn't, they want you to have your feet set when you're going to set the ball screen there. And sometimes the dribbler who has that ball has got to slow down and not let the offensive player get set before he sets that screen.
Washburn by 5. Weinberger poked away by Parker Jacobson. Haig tracks it down. Picks up the bounce, hands it off to Bonagowski from the 28-foot line. Now he comes top of the key.
As you see them face guarding Javon Fries there, not letting them get any opportunities.
Javon Fries, lane opens, drives in, misses it, put back good.
Just good determination by Javon Fries. Got the bucket, missed it, put it back. 15 in the game for Javon Fries.
Parker Jacobson, double team. Straight away, Alex Rederath. No, off the 10. Rebound to Bonagowski. Flasher flies into the front court. Bonagowski to Kelton Fries, who wasn't even looking. Washburn denying everywhere. Bonagowski sets the offense with under 4 to play here in the third. Post up Kelton Freeze, lean, shoot, no good. Rebound! Weinberger.
Weinberger, right place, right time. Got a quick 8 points here in the game. Great offensive rebound putback.
And now you get the block charge call. Will go against the Flasher Bulldogs.
Zach Bonakowski did not like that call. Showed a little bit of emotion to the official.
Just about got teed up.
Yeah,
too.
he put the whistle in pretty quick. Gave him the no look. That's good.
How about these runs, Cole? He had
Well,
Washburn scored 9 straight.
Yeah, but I'm glad he didn't tee him because he's already got his 3rd foul. That would have been his 4th if he would have got the technical. So good patience by the official.
Washburn cranking up on the offensive end. Missed 3 by Jacobson. Rebound, put back, yes, Shresky.
Well, and Washburn had 4 guys in the paint rebounding it, and 3 Washburn guys just kind of standing around watching. Go put a body on somebody, go get it.
That was the case there where Flasher had so much attention on Jacobson shooting that 3, they forgot to block out.
They stood and watched.
Javin Freeze, tough take, airbanked it. Washburn gets a stop. Here comes the Cardinals. Alex Ritterath in attack mode, lost it, and then he went out of bounds.
Got a lot of hustle going on here by both teams. Great effort. Getting on the ground, getting those floor burns.
Hey man, this student section for Flasher has been cranked up all night, folks. They got the PSP broadcast booth over there. Love it.
I have not seen that. What's great is when they're waving us down, wanting to get pictures.
Yeah, that's good stuff. 3-point game. Post up, Bonagowski. Inside out, Haig for the tie. No, off the rim. Weak side rebound, Ritterath fires it up ahead. Jacobson, nice catch. Lean in, no good. Rebound, put back, yes!
Good follow up by Ethan Ritterath, but Parker Jacobson, he kind of slowed down trying to avoid contact.
Javin Freeze in attack mode. Count it!
Javin Freeze even showed a little bit of motion on that one, falling to his left, going with his right hand off the glass and in. Just the level of difficulty on that shot was about 11.
Carter Knutson picks up the personal.
That might be a jobber's move the game potential.
2 good teams going toe-to-toe here tonight in Flasher. From the Serve Pro free throw line, rebound no good. The free throw no good from Javin Freeze, and the rebound ricochets out of bounds, last touch by Flasher.
Javin shooting 64% from the field, and just as much of a scorer that he is, gets the free throw line as much as he does, almost 8.6 free throws attempts per game.
Run a double stagger for Jacobson. Now a strong side, post up for Ritterath, spin move, score.
Ritterath just got great footwork in there, but he kind of can take his patience, not force it. Pivot, pivot, pivot. And now he's guarding Javin Freeze on the end, doing both ends, offense and defensively.
Washburn by 5. Crossover there by Fleck, but he lost the handle.
Again, who was guarding him? Alex Ritterath. Just a well-rounded game. That senior leadership that he's providing out here, averaging 19 a game.
Hey fans, tonight's game brought to you in part by Minot State University. The best way to predict your future is to create it. 96% of recent Minot State grads employed or continuing their education. MSU grads get jobs, period. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Been doing it since 1942. You can find them online at rogerwardmovingandstorage.com. Jacobson shovels. Alex Ritterath double pumping. And he gets hit there by Pine Fleck.
Yeah, that's Pine Fleck's 3rd. I wasn't sure if it was going on Javin Freeze or Pine Fleck, but Pine picked up his 3rd. So we got Zach Bonakowski with 3 and Pine Fleck with 3 here for the Flasher Bulldogs.
And from the Serve Pro charity stripe, Alex Ritterath is making some hay tonight from the line.
Well, he's already exceeded his average.
Averages 19.2 a night. Alex Ritterath, second one, got them both. 45-38, Washburn by 7.
He's got 19 in the game here.
It's been a run-filled third quarter. Washburn started with a run. Flasher had a run. Now Washburn has another little mini run. Weinberger wants to attack. Short on the shot. And then a rebound is tied up, and it's going to be out of bounds. And Lanning just kind of went on his derriere and fell on the end line. It'll be Flasher basketball. I can tell you tonight's game brought to you in part by the UPS store. Located on South Broadway in Minot in the Marketplace Foods Plaza. They're there for all your packing and shipping needs. 93 seconds to play, third quarter. Flasher sets the O to Bonagaski on the left wing. Christian Stewart posting up. Weinberger trying to reverse it, but they're denying Javin Freeze. Now Kelton Freeze wants it from deep.
That's the second one that he's kind of attempted from three. First one he hit, but they've got great form. You can tell the Freeze shooting coach has got him well with the brothers.
Alex Rederath loses his footing. Bonagaski, little hesitation, dribble drive, tries to shovel it to Weinberger, and it's going to be a jump ball. And the alternating arrow will be to the Bulldogs.
Oh, and Jason Weinberger, just the 6'2" sophomore, averaging 4.5 points a game, has already got 8, and just all over. Everywhere there's a rebound or a loose ball, he seems to be in every situation. Just great effort by the sophomore here for the Flasher Bulldogs.
Even minute to play, third quarter. Washburn by 4. Post up Weinberger. Fades, fires, no good. Weak side rebound. Nice play by Kelton Freeze. Kept it alive. Second chance Bulldogs. Bonagaski operating from the top. Now he goes dribble entry in the left wing. Kelton Freeze straight away. Screen and roll with Weinberger. Freeze shoots it from downtown. That one hit up off the standard, and it'll be Washburn basketball. I can tell you tonight's game brought to you in part by WRT. Enjoy high-speed action and co-op cash with WRT. They're your local broadband internet service provider. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by Planet Pizza. No pizza like it. Try the Blue Buffalo or the plain cheese. Planet Pizza serving the Magic City for over 25 years. Cardinals by 4. Jacobson stepping back, left wing short.
And Jacobs has not scored here in the third quarter. Had 13 in the first half, held scoreless here in the third quarter.
Javin Freeze into the trees, and it's blocked. Weinberger has it. Stewart reverses it. Now Javin Freeze from the left wing. Going to drive baseline, pull up, shoot, short. He has drawn a lot of attention tonight. Oh, and now that poke check is going to go off of Jacobson, and a little one-man press.
Good hands by Javin Freeze there, kind of just quick reach out. Parker Jacobson was looking up the court for a pass with 3.8 seconds left, just didn't see the hand tip out that ball out of bounds.
Flashburn's got to go quick. Javin Freeze, whoa! Woo! He hit that one from the edge of Morton County.
3.8 seconds left by the junction.
Woo. Ryan Family Dealership replay. Ah, shoot, we didn't get it. Sometimes the replay just doesn't cooperate with us. A huge 3 to end the third quarter by Javin Freeze sends us to the fourth quarter. BNC Bank scoreboard, Washburn 45, Flasher 44. Stay tuned for the final 8 after this break on the PSP Network.
Your business or your home, across the town or across the country, we know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
45-44. Washburn on top by a point. Washburn has the rock. Rederath got deep in the lane. Ethan Rederath straight away. Now to Alex. Gets a screen from Shareski. Almost lost the footing. Jack Rederath to Ethan. Now to Jacobson. 10 to shoot. Fire a pass down low. Posting up. Alex Rederath scored it.
Alex has got a nice game here tonight. 21, as we mentioned, just very consistent from inside out. Defensive end, he's got the responsibility guarding Javin Freeze.
47-44, Washburn by 3. Doesn't this one feel like it's going down to the wire? You get a little nickel and dimer on the way in.
Alex Rederath second.
Tonight's game also brought to you in part by Northern Plains Heating and Air. Find them online at northern-plains.com. They're your factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by Prestwich Orthodontics. Braces and Invisalign for all ages. Javin Freeze, that's the most room he's had all night. Missed it. Kelton Freeze rebounds, but throws it.
Oh, we got a foul.
Right to Ethan Rederath. And now a couple guys tangled up in the backcourt. Alex Rederath still on the bounce. Scoop to the hoop. He's doing it all.
Going left, going right, using his left, kind of creating contact and a finger roll off the glass.
Washburn by 5. 6:40 and counting to play in the contest. Grant Haig from deep. No, in and out. Rebound. Weinberger had a hand on it. Now it's going to be tied up. It'll be Flasher basketball.
No, just a good defensive effort there by the Washburn Cardinals, getting on the ground, not giving, as we mentioned during halftime, we can't give those second chance points. We got to be able to box out one shot, get the rebound. That's kind of what's held the lead here for Washburn.
Washburn denying everything. Bonagowski, line drive, shot no good. Rebound, put back Weinberger, drew some contact, couldn't finish it. Now you got a 2-on-1. Jacobson too strong. Now Flasher back. Kelton Freeze, yes!
That's his third three in the game, excuse me. Got 11 in the game, a huge three in transition by Kelton Freeze, the freshman.
That's a 5-point swing right there. Alex Rederath burying into the defense, and we're going the other way.
Yeah, Alex Rederath kind of letting the crowd get to him a little bit. Brought the physicality there, lowered his shoulder, got offensive foul.
And you get a Ryan Family Dealership timeout on the court. And we'll be back. Fourth quarter action. Washburn clinging to a 2-point lead, 49-47.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Drop it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Cole Higlin, Todd Domres back with you from Flasher tonight. Fourth quarter action, under 6 minutes to play in the game. Kelton Freeze open, no.
No, that was that back screen, backdoor alley-oop, and he just kind of slipped the back screen, had a wide open three. That was the easiest one he had so far.
Good set by Coach Newsma, couldn't finish it. Alex Rederath creates some space and scores.
Again, the pace of play that Alex Rederath plays with, people don't understand. Sometimes you get sped up a little bit. He controls the speed, creates the contact, gets set under control.
Yeah, that senior's been playing really well tonight.
He's got 25 here tonight.
Washburn by 4. Freeze, baseline, step back, pull up, and Shareski got him on the arm. What's that old adage, Cole?
Don't foul a jump shooter.
That's it. Could have Aaron Wald running the camera and producing for us tonight on the PSP Network, and you get Javin Freeze at the Serve Pro free throw line. And he knocks down the first.
You know, I look at Javin Freeze, got 20 in the game, averaging 23, but just seems like a quiet 21 here so far. He's been hustling, making some deep threes, but
no good. Put back Weinberger. Javin Freeze flies in. Haig gets it to Kelton Freeze. A fourth chance for Flasher, and they convert on a 3.
And that's after that timeout that Sharp was stressing rebounding.
We're tied at 51. Open 3, no. Ethan Rederath got a hand on a rebound, and he digs it out of there. Ethan Rederath missed the 3, and then he got a rebound. Parker Jacobson from the right wing. Around the defense, hooks a pass. Alex for 3, nope. off the side of the backboard. Flasher got a stop. Now they fly into the front court. Javin Freeze from the top. Back to Bonagoski. Freeze off a screen. Freeze driving and scoring.
Just did a great job of taking that first step where he just kind of took about a 3-foot step where he just cleared both defensive players trying to double team in. A nice finish.
Bulldogs by a couple. Slipping into the lane there was Jack Rederath. And he got hit on the way in. He's going to get 2 free throws.
Kelton Freeze. You know, Flasher's just done a nice job on Parker Jacobson. He had 13 all in the first half, has been yet to score here the second half. And he's averaging almost 19 a game. So obviously the focus point's been on him, but the star so far has been Alex Rederath.
And Jack Rederath, the junior of the Rederath boys, knocks that one down. Makes it a 1-point game. Flasher with 4 timeouts remaining. Washburn with those 2 timeouts remaining. Those are the dots on the bottom of your scoreboard.
Got a violation.
Violation, and that's a made free throw that gets waved off.
I'm assuming he stepped over the free throw line before the ball hit the rim. That's kind of blocked by Coach Sharp.
Yeah, we can tell you that tonight's game brought to you by Shields of Minot and Bismarck. They bring you the PSP Network Player of the Week. Go to our social media platforms, nominate a player, vote for this week's Player of the Week. Shields of Minot and Bismarck, proud to support the PSP's mission of promoting local athletes. Mind wrap the game. We'll have our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads postgame show. As Flasher leads by a point, Bonagoski turns the corner and scores.
And that's just when they come around that corner, that help side defense on that ball screen. They're staying behind it. You got to jump that screen.
Alex Rederath to answer. Nope, too strong. Rebound to Kelton Freeze. Flasher leads by 3 with 3:40 to play in the contest. Bonagoski, Grant Haig. No. High off the side of the backboard. Kept alive by Kelton Freeze. Now you got a 1-2-3 car pileup. Flasher has it. Kelton Freeze from downtown, way short. Jacobson rebounds. His pass tipped on the outlet. And a nice play.
Oh, great heads-up play by Bonagoski. Tipped it to himself so the Washburn player could not get the ball and gives Washburn another chance.
That was sneaky right there.
4 offensive rebounds and a great tip. Just the IQ to tip it to the opposing team's rim could have been dangerous.
Grant Haig turns a corner, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Weinberger couldn't get it. There's the physicality again of Alex Rederath to get the rebound. Jacobson in attack mode, shoots it up short, and a rebound off of Flasher.
Yeah, it's like Parker Jacobson's hearing a little bit of footsteps as he puts it on the ground. Flasher's making him get off that 3-point line, and then as soon as he goes baseline, they kind of run that double team at him, and he's hearing footsteps, and he's short-arming a little bit here.
2:53 to play in the game, and it's in the pressure cooker. Flasher by 3. Jack Rederath, Ethan Rederath for the tie. No. Javin Freeze high for the carom.
You're starting to see Flasher kind of control the tempo. They wanted to get out and run earlier. Now they're kind of walking it up, running set plays.
And Flasher, they look for a cutting Javin Freeze. Now Kelton Freeze from deep.
That's his 4th 3 here tonight.
Big shot late for Kelton Freeze.
14 in the game. The confidence that they're giving the freshman.
Now Flasher's got the D dialed up. They double team Jacobson. Open Rederath from downtown. Missed everything. Alex Rederath put back score.
Oh, just good ball movement by Washburn, and Alex Rederath just having the instinct to get underneath there and get that air ball.
Flasher by 4, under 2 minutes to play. 58-54 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Weinberger.
Why not? Shoot it, Kelton.
Bonagoski. They get Javin Freeze coming off a screen. Washburn switching those. Freeze leans in, and he got bodied up as little chicken wing there for Jack Rederath.
He's looking at Coach. What? I'm like, be patient. I know it's physical. Good game. Motions are getting the best of us a little bit here. Don't force anything. Don't put ourselves in an intentional type foul.
I mean, we're getting close to tournament basketball here, Cole, and this has got a tournament feel to it, right?
I like the intensity by both teams. I mean, they're getting after it. They're all on the floor, getting those loose balls, floor burns.
And Javin Freeze from the Serve Pro free throw line. Got tournament atmosphere. Got PSP broadcasters in training. We got everything here tonight. Kind of feel like celebrities, don't you?
26 now for Javin Freeze. Celebrity?
1:39 to play in the contest. My advice is keep it right here. Flasher 60, Washburn 54. Crunch time from Flasher comes up next.
Whether it's getting an education, making priceless memories, learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go, the team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold, trusted for decades and decades to come.
Washburn got one timeout left. Coach Sharp-Burned is second to last. 6-point lead. Shareski, 6-point lead for Flasher, that is. Jacobson.
Yeah, I was going to say, Grant Haig just ran through that screen.
Yeah, that's going to be just the second team foul on Flasher here in the fourth quarter.
Well, and that's what happens when you got Parker Jacobson out there in the corner, a lethal three-point shooter running through screens, and they're setting lots of screens to get him open. Just Flasher's doing a great job denying.
Alex Rederath from the left wing. Washburn needs a hoop. 6-point lead with 1:20 to play. Parker Jacobson drives left, creates space, shoots off the 10. Rebound, Shareski shovels it. Alex Rederath, and he's hit. Alex Rederath, he is doing it all here in the fourth quarter for Washburn.
Got 25 in the game, and I can't tell you how many offensive rebounds he's got, but he seems wherever that ball is, he's just instinctive to get to where that ball is going to go off that rim.
Two big free tosses here, and Alex Rederath swishes the first from the Serve Pro free throw line. Second one, got them both.
How big you think Alex Rederath is? 6 foot?
I'd say 6 foot.
Plays about 6'7" out there with his physicality and just goes after every rebound, which tells you don't need to be an athlete. You can just box out and go get it.
Oh, there's almost a takeaway. Oh, that's pretty tough to do for Ethan Rederath. And now you get Coach Newsba wanting the timeout before his team gets a 10-second violation.
That was good heads-up play to not get a 10-second backcourt like you said, and 4-point lead.
And a break in the action. BNC Bank scoreboard, Flasher 60, Washburn 56, under a minute to play here on the PSP Network.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Tip of the cap to the Flasher folks tonight. We're rolling out the red carpet for us. You see the PSP announcers and a good student section tonight for the Bulldog faithful. It's been a fun one. Hope you've enjoyed it here on the PSP Network. 1:01 to play. Flasher has possession, leading by 4. They get it in to Weinberger. That's a good job by Weinberger.
He thought for a second, like, I can't give it to you.
I can't throw it to you, Bonagoski. Weinberger, they lost the handle. Good steal there by Ethan Rederath.
They had a set play, and it kind of got broke down and didn't know what to do.
Parker Jacobson off a double screen, cranks a 3, no good. Rebound, battle on the weak side. Shareski comes out of there with it, goes up, scores!
Oh, just good patience and follow-up.
2-point game.
I don't know how he got that to go.
27 seconds to play. And now you get Jack Rederath with the personal.
Well, and everybody's screaming for an intentional foul. But yes, you got to go for the ball, make an attempt. It kind of grabbed his shorts a little bit.
Double bonus time for Zach Bonagoski.
And as an official, when it's a 2-point game, 25, the emotions, we understand the intent. as long as no one's getting hurt and don't create a steal out of that.
Oh, and Zach Bonogowski, just a 45% free throw shooter on the season, and he misfires on the first. Second one, got it. Rattled it home from the Serve Pro free throw line.
And that substitution from Coach Newsman was really to get the defensive set here. Not necessarily that Weinberger did anything wrong. You want to sub after free throws so you can get your defensive set.
3-point lead for Flasher. 20 seconds to play in the contest. Rederath from the wing. Up top to Ethan Rederath. Dribble entry in the wing. Doesn't hand it off to Jacobson. Rederath turns the corner. Pass tipped. Shareski has it. Extra pass. Now a three for Alex Rederath. No, short. Down to 3 seconds for the tie. Rederath, no good. That was Jack. Rebound tipped. And this one has gone final. The Washburn Cardinals had a couple really good looks at it to tie the game and send it to overtime, but instead it's the Flasher Bulldogs prevailing on their home court. Final score, Flasher 61, Washburn 58. And we welcome you to our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show. Planning Team Financial Advisors helping clients work towards financial freedom. And Shots Crossroads, your post-game headquarters. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Let's send it down courtside. Cole Higlin's got the head coach for.
Hey, congratulations, Coach Newsma. A lot of emotion here tonight. I thought the crowd was fantastic. Hey, and the PSP guys in the corner kind of representing, kind of made the fun here. That's what we love about this, is we can't say Class B, Division B anymore. But talk about this win here tonight.
You know, it's huge for us. We've been in a lot of ball games, and we've been developing a lot of calluses, and it kind of came through tonight where we were able to finish.
So when I watched from the holiday tournament to what I've seen here today, I was to mention to TD that all 5 of your players that are on the court at that time are all looking to score, move, defend. They're on the ground with floor burns. That's got to come from something that's going on in practice.
You know, they have a tremendous amount of pride. We challenge to work hard. They rise to the challenge, and we're excited where we're going. You know, this is a big win. We got another chance tomorrow night to get after it, and we just want to keep building and growing, so we're ready.
I thought the interesting play there was when Kelton Friese hit a couple threes there. You ran that backdoor cut for the lob, but you knew that's not where you were going. It was going back to Kelton, and that was probably the easiest shot he had all night. Talk about his freshman role here tonight. Obviously, Javin gets a lot of publicity and a lot of focus on the team, but what's Kelton's role here tonight?
You know, he stepped up huge. You know, he'd been kind of struggling to shoot it. We talked today, and it's just like let her fly. And he got hot there a little bit, and yeah, we run that backdoor play, and we said, hey, if they really jump that, that's a good look for you. And he stepped into it with confidence. So proud of him. You know, and it can be different guys each and every night. That's what's exciting for us.
Hey, thanks for having us here. Good job, Coach. Rest of the year, I'm sure we'll see you in region. All right, Kelton Friese, congrats, buddy. We were just proud of the threes that you were putting up here today. I think unofficially I got you at 14. I got 4 3-pointers. Coach just said you had the green light.
I did, yeah. The past 2 games we've been on a slow stump shooting, and we knew we needed to come into this game confident and knock him down, and that's what happened.
So it looked like Alex Ritterath was kind of obviously the focus for their scoring output, but Parker Jacobson, you guys didn't let him score the second half. Looked like you were guarding him at times and just kind of chasing through those double teams. Was that kind of your guys' job tonight?
That was, yeah, Jacobson, we know he's a great shooter and he's going to knock the shots down. We knew we couldn't leave him open or he was going to do some damage to us.
Obviously, your older brother Javin gets a lot of focus being the senior scoring points, but it's got to feel pretty good making more threes than him tonight.
Yeah, it does. You know, he's a great player, and we knew they were going to follow him around all day, so my team got me the open shots, and I capitalized on them.
Hey, congratulations. Good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Back to you, TD.
Yeah, well done on the sideline there. You heard from 16th-year head coach Brian Newsma, and Kelton Friese, the freshman, had his fingerprints all over this contest in Flasher tonight. Planning Team Financial Advisors, Shots Crossroads postgame show rolls on. We'll put a bow on this one and set up our upcoming schedule along with some other things here on the PSP Network. Final score on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Flasher 61, Washburn 58. Hope you enjoyed that one. Our Planning Team Financial Advisors, Shots Crossroads postgame continues after this break on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shaw's Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shaw's Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shaw's Crossroads.
I hope you enjoyed that here on the PSP Network tonight. Flasher survives 61-58 in a victory over the Washburn Cardinals. Flasher improves to 9-6 in the season. Washburn falls to 10-5. This is a game that was tied 28 apiece at the break. It was close throughout. Hard-fought victory tonight for the Flasher Bulldogs. Lots to come here on our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show. Planning Team Financial Advisors, whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan, planning for farm or business succession, they're here to help you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit them online at planningteam.com. And Shots Crossroads, get filled up on their delicious menu that includes the famous 99. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Team buses are always welcome. All right, Cole, first thing here, let's put a wrap on those final game numbers. Again, brought to you by Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads.
For Washburn Cardinals, Ethan Ritteraff averaging 8.5 points, finished with 5. Parker Jacobson had averaging 18.8, only held to 13 all in the first half. Flasher held him scoreless the entire second half. Alex Ritteraff, the workhorse, 19.2 a game average, had 29 here tonight. Jack Ritteraff, 5, along with Justin Shareski with 6 for a total of 58. For the Flasher Bulldogs, Jason Weinberger with 8, Zach Bonakowski with 7, Grant Haig with 6, Javin Fries 25, 2 over his scoring average. Pine Fleck with 1, and Kelton Fries 14, averaging 8 points a game. Doubling up with 4 3-pointers here, averaging, as I mentioned earlier, 8.6 for the Flasher Bulldogs. 61, Washburn Cardinals 58.
Yeah, well done as Flasher wins this one, improves their record to 9-6. And we get a chance to tell you that our upcoming tournament action will be bringing you the Region 3 basketball tournament from St. Mary's. And then those teams that finish second and third in that regional will be playing in a play-in game at Four Bears, and you will catch all that action live and direct right here on the PSP Network. And a quick look at our upcoming schedule. A lot of action upcoming yet this week as you got basketball doubleheader tomorrow night, Mandan at Century. That should be a good one. And then you've got Central McLean at our Redeemers. That's a high-profile matchup from the Magic City tomorrow night in Division B girls basketball. And then next Monday, how about this night? Minot is at Century. That one should be a doozy. Those teams are ranked 1 and 2 before the Century boys have come across a little bit of a tough step here. But boys basketball, Division B action. Number 1 Bowman County will take on number 5 Glen Owen Hebron, and we'll have that one for you from Glen Owen on Monday night here on the PSP Network. All right, Cole, that was fun. I mean, the Coach Newsman's comments, I mean, it was just a team effort. And as you astutely pointed out, it's just kind of been a growth here that we've seen out of Flasher over the course of the last month since we had him at the Mandan Holiday Tournament.
Well, and as you got freshmen and sophomores getting a little more experience and confident themselves, and I liked what Coach Newsman said about Kelton Fries. Shoot the ball. We believe in you. You know, he wasn't knocking down shots early in the season, and now just tonight hit 4 of them. And to have a freshman step in there, they need that extra person off the bench. As we know, Javin Fries is kind of the focal point for the entire team, but everybody had a role, whether it was a rebounding or steals or tips. Just an all-out effort by the Flasher Bulldogs.
A couple post-game highlights tonight brought to you by Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads. First one, I mean, this was a huge play late in the contest. Washburn needed a hoop, and how about this? There was a 3 there by Jacobson. It was contested. Rebound gets ratcheted around a couple times. How about this finish by Shareski? Just barely crept that baby over the iron.
I don't even think he saw it.
That was a huge play late in the contest to make it a 2-point game. And then this is a big play for Flasher. They got a high screen and roll here, and Bonagowski just kind of turns the corner and turned on the Jets. And that was probably one of the defensive possessions that Washburn wants back. I thought both teams were locked in defensively, but this is one that's late in the game that I think Washburn's going to want back, especially in a close, hard-fought game. There's your post-game highlights brought to you by Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads. All right, Cole, a couple things for us to do here. First, it's our move of the game brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Help you move across town or across the country. Locations in Minot, Bismarck, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. And your Jobbers move of the game, Cole. Javin Freeze did a lot of good things tonight, but this move of the game tonight was an and one finish that was as good a one as you will find. As he's getting hit, he's getting mugged, and he threw that baby high off the glass for the finish.
Well, and then he's going to his left and shoots back across his body with his right hand, so he's falling out of bounds and just throws it high off the glass, which, again, you hear that contact and you hear that whistle. Rule is, let her fly, you might go in, and he did.
There's your Jobbers move of the game, the and one finish for Javin Freeze. Jobbers keeps everyone focused on the details of the moving process. Step-by-step approach to move management keeps everyone on the same page. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. Again, one more quick look at that PSP schedule. Mandan at Century tomorrow night, Central McLean and our Redeemers in girls basketball. Next Monday, big night. Minot Century doubleheader, and Bowman County at Glenelg and Hebron in a 1-versus-5 matchup in Division B basketball. Should be fun. All right, last thing for us, Cole, it's our Sport Clips MVP. They keep you looking your best. Check in online with a hairstylist today at sportclips.com. And tonight's game MVP, you talked to him, the freshman, Kelton Freeze.
Absolutely. I just liked his intensity, his ability to shoot the ball from perimeter, open it up. And sometimes when you're hitting four 3-pointers in a game, when he's opening up opportunities for everybody else. So when Washburn understands he's knocking down shots, they're going to help and overcommit sometimes, which allows backdoor cuts and other people to get open and penetrate. So Kelton Freeze is our Jobbers and Sports Clip move of the game.
There you see a little screen and roll. Kelton Freeze, that's his first one of the night. And how about that students? Look at that Flasher student section over there in the corner. Watch when Freeze knocks this thing down. Boom, they all go berserk. Even the PSP broadcast team in training over there in the corner. There's Kelton Freeze, your game MVP tonight. Brought to you by Sport Clips. Nothing makes you feel like an MVP like that experience at Sport Clips. Check in online with a hairstylist today. Tonight's game MVP, the freshman, Kelton Freeze. All right, that was fun.
Yeah, it was a great game. I mean, just the atmosphere, the hospitality that we get here from the Flasher community. Everybody's walking up, when are you coming back? When are you coming back?
That'll do it for us tonight. Thanks to all of our in-game sponsors, including BNC National Bank, for bringing you our scoreboard. Our pregame brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Timeouts and replays brought to you by Ryan Family Dealership. Serve Pro brings you our free throws tonight. Halftime brought to you by Magic Towing. Postgame, as always, brought to you by Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads. Jobbers brings you that move of the game, the and one by Javin Freeze. And Kelton Freeze, your Sport Clips player of the game. Great job by our camera operator, producer tonight. That's Aaron Wald. For my partner, Cole Higlin. Todd Domres repeating your final score. Flasher takes care of Washburn tonight in a hard-fought victory. 61-58 is your final, and that'll put a wrap on it for us tonight. Thanks for joining us, fans, and until next time, so long from the home of the Bulldogs. The Flasher Bulldogs win this one tonight on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FinRun SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shaw's Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shaw's Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shaw's Crossroads.